Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. On this episode, I have beautiful ladies with me. They are students here in the Philippines, and I thought to ask them about their experience. Your name?
Africa.
You?
Isabel.
So where are you guys from?
We're both from Spain.
So how did you learn about the Philippines?
Our university has a lot of exchange programs, and we can opt for the countries. So we chose the Philippines because we wanted more something in Asia to learn from the culture and everything. And we thought this was a great opportunity.
So before coming to the Philippines, what do you know about the Philippines?
I knew nothing. I knew it was a Spanish colony and like a bit of its history, but apart from that, nothing.
How about you?
Me neither. I knew a little things that some of my friends visit, so I could learn something, but not really.
Do you know that the Spanish colonized the Philippines?
Yes.
Was it when you got here you were aware, or you know that way
Yeah,
before?
we knew it. We knew it because we have it in history of Spain. It's like one part of the subject, like a part of the history.
So why the Philippines?
Honestly, because we were looking for a country in Asia that they spoke good English, and that's the Philippines. Like they all know a great deal of English. So
Okay, for communication.
yes, obviously, and it's a beautiful country, and I think that's worldwide known that it's. English. Like they have really good level of English. That if you go to Vietnam, to Thailand, to China, it's not the same, and it's a real barrier.
What college did you guys choose in the Philippines?
We did not have any option. We studied in Mapu, but it was just the only option for our degree. That was business.
Okay. So how has it been since you moved to the Philippines?
Honestly, at first it was super difficult because this is a not that developed country, so we had to struggle with a lot of things with times. It's the bureaucracy is super slow. Also, the country does not work the same as what we are used to visit. If you go to any country in Europe, everything is more on the internet. Maybe you can find more things here. You have to guess by yourself, and it's more difficult.
How about you?
It was hard at first, but just like the bureaucracy parts and the all the university paperwork, because it's not made easy for us. That's a fact. Like it was very complicated, just not only because it was a Philippine university, it's just because it was a particular situation of us, I think. And but when you get accustomed and you learn how things go so much smoother. Like it's just you have to get adapted. Like when you go to any place in the world, you have a period of adaptation, and well, maybe changing continents from Europe to Asia, that period of adaptation is larger, but it's normal.
So you've been staying in Manila for the last 1 year. How can you describe Manila as a city?
Oof, it wasn't my personal best, to be honest. Like I didn't love it. Um, it has so much traffic. Like is not not at all parks, or like life was done a lot inside the malls, or I didn't love it actually, but it's okay because Manila allowed me to travel around the Philippines. That was my objective. My goal wasn't to look at spend a lot of time in Manila. For me, Manila was a place to know the country as a whole. So for that purpose was good, but I didn't vibe with Manila. The people are awesome, but it's for me it's too difficult. I come from a city that I can walk everywhere. I have a great subway, a lot of parks, and obviously Manila doesn't have that infrastructure because it has a lot of poverty, and that's the situation that's there. And like you can have a good life there, but you have to be aware of the situation before you go to a place to live there.
So how about you?
It's super overwhelming, but it's true that also is the reality, and it's something you end up learning. Like not everyone lives as you live in your city, and if you go only to the amazing places it has, you end up like, wow, I want to live in the Philippines, this is amazing. But in reality, people live in places and in conditions that are super shocking. So for me, it was more touching the reality, because it's what I say. If you go to a beautiful beach, it's amazing, but
Manila taught us a lot of things about being patient, about times, about the people, and also how some people live. That is incredible.
So how long did it take you guys to integrate in terms of apartments, finding your way to school?
1 month at least.
And we are not
And
integrated.
we're not.
Like we cannot walk to the university because it's 1 hour walk, but there is no walkway. So you have to always take a grab or maybe a motorbike or the jeepney that is a bus, but it's impossible to walk. We try to, but I mean it's really difficult. And for example, the bus, the local bus they have, it's also impossible for tourists to get it because it's this called jeepney, and you have to stop it while you are walking, but you don't know the exact direction because it's written, but not really. Like you have to be more a local to take those things.
For you?
And also, like, we were in a very privileged neighborhood. It's Makati. Like, it's one of the best in Manila, but it was still like hard. It was still really hard to. For me, the worst part was the moving around. Like, from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., you can't move around the city because the traffic is so heavy that for doing 4 kilometers, you can spend 1 hour easily. So for me, that was the thing that I couldn't get over that.
Okay. How much do you pay for rent in Makati?
So the thing is, like, we changed a lot. We were paying like how many pesos it was?
40,000, more, a little bit more, 40,000 pesos for an apartment that was only 2 bedrooms and 1 liter kitchen. But the thing is that as for long-term housing, they asked for a lot of time in the city, and we were gonna stay here for a quite short period. So that's why we have to opt for Airbnb, and Airbnb obviously has more charges, and prices are more like
So
higher.
you can do it cheaper if you want. Like, you can do it better than we did, honestly. Like, you can figure yourself out better. That's what I meant. We just didn't want the compromise of a 2 year, 3 year contract.
So for you to pay 40,000 peso for the apartment, you have to sign a contract of 2 years. Is that what you are
Like,
saying?
or 1 year at least. And we didn't know for sure if we were gonna stay. When we arrived, we were only gonna be like 6 months, and like, you don't get contracts for that short period of time. So you
That's
can
just
get
it.
a good deal if you want, and if you're staying for longer, you can get a good deal. You need to pay a price for improvisation, and we paid it. We wanted to be able to change our minds, and for that, you need to pay a higher price. That's the reality.
So let's talk about the educational system in the Philippines. What are the differences you notice coming from Spain?
The classes. Well, we were in a really like good. It was a private school. It's called Mapuam, and it's a good school where the classes are small. I go to a public university in Spain where the classes were at least 50, 70 in lectures. We can be 100. Like, it's big. So we weren't used to the small dynamic class. That was good. I liked it. What I realized is that the relationship with the teachers is much closer here in the Philippines. Like, in Spain, you have a distance. You have, like, yeah, like, it's different. You have a lot of distance. It's your teacher, but in the Philippines, the teacher had a friendly relationship with all its students. Like, I don't mean in a personal way, but in a group way, they were much closer, and I actually like that.
How about you?
Yeah, I like that a lot. And also, we were talking about this yesterday that in Spain, to change an educational system, it takes a long time because you have to change a lot of laws, and it's really difficult. And now that we are in a really changing world, it needs to be fast. And I think in the Philippines, they do it much better because, for example, about the AI, I had 2 classes of AI, and in Spain, I study business, and they don't have in the study plan any class that has to be with this. And I think that's really important because life today is not the same as life tomorrow. And if the education does not change fast, people are going to be stuck in the past. So I think that was a really good point of the education here.
How about the food when you guys first arrive?
It's difficult because the middle class is not that common, so you could really have a good lunch, but it was super expensive. And you can have lunch, but then it's like dirty or fast food for cheap price. So having the balance and the middle point, it's super difficult because we are really used to cook at home. Here is more outdoors, but it's eating not really nutritious food outside. So we struggle a lot with the food, honestly. Also, she's allergic to a lot of things, and they struggle also with allergies and not having food contamination and that.
So can you share? She said you struggle with a lot with allergies when it comes to food. Did you have that experience here in the Philippines? And how did you handle it?
Actually, I thought they were gonna have more nuts. I'm allergic to peanuts, all tree nuts, all of that. But I think I had more the stereotype of Thailand. You know that there's a lot of peanuts there. Here, it's not that much the case, but it's true that at least because they have the English, it's hard. It's easy to me to have a conversation and ask for it. You know, like, does this have nuts? You know, and they explain to me and they tell me perfectly. But it's true that I can't go around just getting any kind of food. You know, like I'm more conditioned for it, and I need to like know my way around better.
So let's say you were coming to the Philippines for the first time.
Yeah.
What are the things you wish you know before coming at this point?
Okay. Bureaucracy is awful. Like, it takes so much time. You have to be patient and don't worry, because I remember like going into the university Mapua, like I was struggling, like, why are not they answering my emails? Why do they do all of it in the last moment? You know. But then when you come here, like, everything, they just go on their own time. Like, it's not like the US that everything is prepared and everything is worked out before. They go on their own time. So be patient and be more chill, because they're completely chill about it. Like, you're the only one that is losing by getting stressed out. It's not gonna go faster because you stress out, you know?
Yeah.
Like, things here can be done at the last minute. That's what I mean. That's not possible in Europe anymore, to just get enrolled in the last day, you know? But here it is possible. So don't, like, be chill about it, because it's what everyone is gonna say, and nobody is gonna rush because you're rushing them, you know.
How about you?
Yeah, I feel the same. Like, I think also we live in a country that is super fast, and if we want something, we want it now. So, for example, when we first arrived here, we wanted a motorbike to move around. There are no rental places here, so maybe you have to wait like 2 days, meet people, ask them about motorbike rentals, do more contact, and end up in a house where someone can rent you. But it's not something you can write in the internet, motorbike rental, and find a lot. So I feel like this made us be in a slower path, and also yeah, I think it's a part of the adaptation that we have to learn, because every country is different and you have to adapt to them.
So you've been here for 1 year. How many islands did you explore?
What, tons, incredible islands. Like, you can get around just paradises, honestly. Like, every island has its own thing, its own richness. People are so kind, like, so nice to you. It's hard to get to like random places, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you can be stuck for 10 hours waiting for a ferry, and in the end they can tell you not available. Like, honestly, I've been in that situation a couple of times, you know. But if you're patient, that's what I mean. Like, if you're gonna travel around the Philippines, take into account traveling takes 1 day, even if it's the island next to you. Like, it takes, just calculate, maybe it only takes half a day in the end, but plan that it takes 1 day, one whole day, just in case, you know, and that maybe it doesn't work.
So how about the cost of traveling as a tourist?
Cost of, it depends. Like, Isabel and I travel at hostels. We share bedroom. We share a bathroom. Like, you can get a room for 600 pesos.
So what's your best island so far?
For me, I loved everything. For long stay, like living. For me, my favorite place was Baler. For 1 2 months, Siargao, and for traveling, I don't know, Siquijor, Palawan is a very complete place. Apo for diving, and Malapascua also for diving.
So I hope you continue to enjoy your stay in the Philippines. Thank you so much for sharing your experience with me. So guys, we have come to the end of the video. Bye guys.